What's going on, YouTube? It's Unger to the Max here. A salute to you. First of all, I don't apologize for how emotional I was in my Thank You Kobe Bryant video. Yeah. But I told you, the next video is going to be back to what I usually do and not nearly as emotional. And from the way I'm acting, you can tell it is. So, take a look at what I have right here. And a Raiders hat. Now, am I a Raiders fan? No. The reason I have this hat is because when I first bought this, my cousin, Amanda, was part of the Oakland Raiders cheerleading team. At the time known as the Raiderettes. Now, she is not part of the cheerleading squad anymore, but I still like the hat. I'm not a Raiders fan, but take a look. Look at all these hats. I have a Dolphins hat here. I have a Rockets hat, Seahawks hat, Cubs hat, Barcelona, Villanova, Avalanche, St. Louis Blues, Minnesota Twins there, Minnesota Twins here, New York Yankees, Seattle Seahawks, Columbus Blue Jackets, Cleveland Browns here, Cleveland Browns there, Cavaliers here. You see, I like hats. But I also have this Raiders hat for another reason. Because they announced what they will be called on the other day. Because as you know, they are moving to Las Vegas. And something that I thought would be interesting was, would they be called the Las Vegas Raiders or just the Vegas Raiders? Because think about this. When the NHL announced they would be coming to Las Vegas, the team announced its name as the Vegas Golden Knights. Not the Las Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights. And then when the WNBA came to Vegas, they were originally the San Antonio Silver Stars. And then they became the San Antonio Stars, and then they moved to Vegas and became the Las Vegas Aces. Hold on one second. Just needed to respond to a text message super quick. So, I was very curious. Would the Raiders call themselves the Las Vegas Raiders or just the Vegas Raiders? And it turns out they are going to call themselves the Las Vegas Raiders. So my guess is on schedules and all that, it'll show up as LLVR. That would be my guess anyway. I don't know for sure. Now, I want to read you something that I wrote, because I like writing. I want to hopefully get into sports journalism, honestly. So, in the Super Bowl, there's always a team wearing a home jersey and an away jersey. This year, it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs wearing their home jerseys, so they'll be in the red jerseys, and the San Francisco 49ers will be in their white jerseys. Listen to this. There's got to be something to wearing white jerseys in the Super Bowl, because a majority of the teams who have gone on to win the Super Bowl since Super Bowl 37 have been in white jerseys. Okay? Let me go through the list. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they were in their home jerseys. Okay? So that's an exception. But here we go. Super Bowl 38. Also, Patriots were in their home jerseys. But hold on. Super Bowl 39. Patriots beat the Eagles. Patriots were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 40. Steelers defeat the Seahawks. Steelers were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 41. Colts defeat the Bears. Colts were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 42. Giants defeat the Patriots. Giants were in their away jerseys. Super Bowl 43. Steelers defeat the Cardinals. Steelers were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 44. Saints defeat the Colts. Saints were in their away white jerseys. Super Bowl 45. Packers defeat the Steelers. Packers were in their home jerseys. Super Bowl 46. Giants defeat the Colts. Giants defeat the Patriots. Giants were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 47. Ravens defeat the 49ers. Ravens were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 48. Seahawks defeat the Broncos. Seahawks were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 49. Patriots defeat the Seahawks. Patriots were wearing their white jerseys. Super Bowl 50. Broncos defeat the Panthers. The Broncos were in their white jerseys. Super Bowl 51. Patriots defeat the Falcons. Patriots were in their white jerseys. Atlanta, all you needed to do was kick a field goal towards the end of the third quarter, and that comeback probably doesn't happen. Super Bowl 52. Eagles defeat the Patriots. Eagles were in their home jerseys. Super Bowl 53. Patriots defeat the Rams. Patriots were in their white jerseys. So, except for a couple times, most of the time, the team wearing the white jersey has won the Super Bowl. So, that probably favors San Francisco, unfortunately. Because, without a doubt, the 49ers are one of the 3 or 4 teams that I absolutely despise in the NFL. The others are the Dallas Cowboys, Washington, again, I choose not to say their team name, but that's why I strongly dislike them, and the Patriots. Yeah. So, I will be rooting hard for the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I consider myself to be a very superstitious fan. I think I've explained that in a couple videos. So what I'm doing is, leading up to the Super Bowl, I am watching games 2, 3, and 6 from when the Royals beat the Giants in the 2014 World Series. Now I know the Giants would go on to win that World Series in 7 games. You know, the Royals were 90 feet from tying that game and potentially winning it. But anyway, even though the Giants won that World Series, I'm hoping that by watching the Royals beat the Giants in the World Series in those 3 games, it sends good luck to the Royals. Also, I'm watching the 2015 World Series when the Royals beat the Mets in 5 games to win the World Series. I'm hoping that by watching the other Kansas City team win a championship and win championship games, it sends good vibes to the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm also watching highlights of games from when the Chiefs won, like when they destroyed the New England Patriots in week 4 of, what year was that? I believe it was 2014, something like that. Let's see. Yep, week 4, 2014. And, yeah. So, I'm hoping that by watching highlights of the Chiefs winning games and by watching the 2015 World Series and the 2014 AL wildcard when the Royals beat the A's in extras, and also the 2015 ALCS Game 6 when Lorenzo Cain came flying around first, went flying from first base all the way home to score and give the Royals the lead on a play by Jose Bautista in the bottom of the 8th that sent the Royals to the 2015 World Series against the Mets. So by watching all these games, I'm hoping that it sends good vibes to the Royals, or to the Chiefs, so that they beat the 49ers. And as long as the 49ers do not win the Super Bowl, I want to buy the Super Bowl 54 champions film. I said that from the start of the playoffs. And as long as the Chiefs win, I want the film. And that's mostly because it's the NFL's 100th season. So I think it would be cool to have the film of the Super Bowl champions who won the Super Bowl in the 100th year of the NFL. But I won't do that if the 49ers win the Super Bowl. That's how much I dislike the 49ers. Now, for me, the big matchup to watch is not the Chiefs receivers against the 49ers defensive backs, or the 49ers receivers against the Chiefs defensive backs, or George Kittle against the Chiefs linebackers, or Travis Kelce against the 49ers linebackers. No. Or Mahomes against Garoppolo, even though they won't be on the field at the same time. No. The key matchup for me in this game is the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line against the San Francisco 49ers defensive line. Whichever side wins that matchup, I think is going to win the Super Bowl. Now, here's something I think the Chiefs should do. I know they haven't really used much of a run game. However, against this ferocious line of the 49ers with Joey Bosa, DeForest Buckner, who else is on that 49ers defensive line? Let me see. No, not Joey Bosa. Nick Bosa. My bad. Joey Bosa plays for the Chargers. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, D. Ford, guys like that. So, in order to slow down that defensive line, I think the Chiefs need to rely more on a run game. Now, I'm not saying abandon the passing game, because that's what the Chiefs' specialty is, passing the ball. I don't think it was smart for the Chiefs' offensive coordinator, I believe it was, for him to come out and go, oh yeah, every play is designed to score a touchdown. How do you think that's going to sit with the 49ers? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that's not going to sit well with the 49ers. But with Armstead, Buckner, Ford, Bosa all coming at you, and they can get to the quarterback without a doubt, I think the Chiefs need to run the ball with LaShawn McCoy, Damian Williams. Try and establish a run game. Or, if not that, then use the screen game. That way you can at least try and slow down that 49ers pass rush. And if you can use a screen game or establish a run game, it'll bring the linebackers down into the box. And guess what? More room to work for arguably the best tight end in the NFL, Travis Kelce. You have a speed demon in Tyreek Hill. You have, I would argue, a somewhat physical and big receiver in Sammy Watkins. Mecole Hardman has come on. But overall, I think the matchup to watch in this game is the 49ers defensive line against the Chiefs offensive line. Whichever side wins that matchup, I think is going to win the Super Bowl. I really do. That it is so important for either side to win that matchup. I don't think the matchup is. The Chiefs have a good defense, but I don't know. And the Chiefs have a good defense, and they definitely have improved. But to me, they don't have they definitely don't have as good of a defensive line as the 49ers. Although, the Chiefs can get after the quarterback. I will give them that. But, despite that, I still say the key matchup in this game is the 49ers defensive line against the Chiefs offensive line. And I'm going to say the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line wins that matchup, and the Chiefs win a high-scoring game. I'm going to say 37-31 Kansas City. 37-31 Kansas City. I'm just not sure San Francisco has the offense to keep up with Kansas City, despite their ability to run the ball with Mostert, Tevin Coleman, and I believe they have a third guy, but I don't remember his name. And they have good receivers, Deebo Samuel, Emmanuel Sanders, who they picked up in a trade from Denver. And I do think the Broncos are going to be an improved team next season. I don't think they'll be a Super Bowl caliber team, but I think they could be a dangerous team. And since the Broncos are in the AFC West, I'm going to bring up the Raiders again, because the Raiders come to Cleveland this coming season because they finished in third place, just like the Browns. So, what I'm going to do is, after the Super Bowl, not immediately after the Super Bowl, but maybe a couple days after, what I want to do is make a video where I look at the home opponents for the Browns and the away opponents for the Browns, and I try and guess who's going to be the Browns' season opener, who will they play in their home opener, and who do I think they will play in prime time, Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, and will they play on Thanksgiving? If they do, it would probably be against the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, so, again, I'm going to say the Chiefs win Super Bowl 54, 37-31, and, most of the time, it seems like the Super Bowl MVP goes to the quarterback. But that wasn't the case last year. It was Julian Edelman. And I'm going to say that that trend continues of giving the Super Bowl MVP to a receiver. And it's not going to be, actually no, not a receiver, a tight end. I think Travis Kelce is going to have a monster game, and he will win Super Bowl MVP. Because I think San Francisco is going to be leading 31-30 in the last 2 minutes of the game or something, and Kansas City goes down, and Patrick Mahomes throws the game-winning pass to Travis Kelce. And that's how the Chiefs win 37-31. I'm locking it in. Like this. Ready? Lock. I know, that was a really weird lock symbol, but I don't care. Lock. Chiefs win 37-31 in the last 2 minutes, and Travis Kelce wins Super Bowl MVP. There you go. That's my Super Bowl prediction. So yeah. It's still interesting to me, the whole wearing white jerseys. I mean, only the Buccaneers, Patriots, let's see, Buccaneers, Patriots, Packers, and the Eagles have worn their home jerseys and won the Super Bowl. Everybody else has worn their white jerseys. So it's kind of interesting. Is there something to it? Don't know. So, yeah. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, punch that like button like a UFC fighter and punch that subscribe button. Oh, by the way, UFC, please come back to Cleveland. Please. Please, please, please. Even if it's not for a card that Stipe is on. Even if it's another pay-per-view. Or just a UFC fight night. Just bring the Octagon back to Cleveland. Please. See you next time.